What's going on, everybody? This is your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, Jamar84, and giving you the real tea. And we're here for our joint review of Chasing Dallas Season 4, Episode 2. Josiah is actually supposed to be a part of this, but I don't think he even seen the episode yet. So we're just gonna do it with just us three this week, and then we're gonna continue. We're gonna continue on with the rest of us. So. First things first, as you see, Jamar's up here looking like a damn great auntie that sell Avon and incense, and he don't give a damn. And that's all I can say about that. T is sitting up here. I feel like he ready to read. We all got some things to say tonight for this episode, okay? Because it was good, and I've been champion for Chasing Dallas for the longest. I'm probably one of the few people that love that show, but this season they are giving the business, okay? I think that we all can agree that they give it the business at this point. They're giving the business. They give it the business. However, we're gonna start this thing off with what happened at the very beginning, and that's when Robert confronted Dior. Now, I'm going to start it off by saying, is it just me, or do I feel like this problem with Robert and Dior was really not a problem and it really wasn't that serious? And I really feel like it wasn't that deep to not be fixed. I felt like Robert was putting a 10 on 10, to be honest. If he really felt some type of way about Dior not coming, he could have easily said something to Dior about it, especially if he's been around him at events and they showing each other love, but he got this animosity towards him because when he was talking to Kiki on the first episode, it seemed like he had a lot of animosity, but at the same time, Dior doesn't know that there's any animosity in the room. So, I just felt like it wasn't that deep. You know what I mean? What y'all think?
I mean, you feel how you feel. And, like you said, there was just some significant things or events that came about that Dior wasn't a part of, and that meant something to him. So he can, that can make you feel some type of way. But I feel like there's context to some of this that we just ain't seeing on camera. Because I'm like, there's more to this that we ain't getting. But all right. I can see both sides because, and in a way, I'm Dior because I'm just like, sometimes people's like, oh, you don't reach out to me, you don't ever talk to me no more, and I'm just like, I'm over here in my own world, and if you don't say nothing to me, sometimes it's nothing personal, and I feel like Robert took, him not being there, really, really personal. I can see both sides.
I mean, yeah. I agree with y'all. Robert did put 20 on 10. But Robert is baby daddy, and he can do no wrong in my eyes. So I'm just going to let him have it. How he felt is just how he felt. And if he said that he wanted Dior dead and Dior just is what it is. It's like he felt Dior, and don't make him feel no way.
So now we're going to be biased because we want to fuck the people, basically.
All right. Because you're right. This is they get me together with that all the time. You just feel that way because you like. Yes, he did put 20 on 10. Did Dior deserve all of that? No. Did Dior deserve at least a phone call from him? Yes. I mean, if y'all are friends like that, you could have just picked up the phone and said, "Say, man, like, this was important to me. What's T?" They could have had the conversation, but I mean, they had it now. And it worked out. Nobody argued. Nobody got cussed out. Nobody got thewed out or thewed over the balcony. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, you could say that. At least they came to a common ground about it, and it didn't drag over the season. Because I was going to be annoyed as hell if that's what was going to happen. So now the question around the party is something going on with Dior and Kesey?
If it is, I damn sure don't blame him, Dior. Listen, do you got OnlyFans? I'll subscribe.
I would watch.
I love to see it.
Look, I would give a 7-day trial.
Listen, okay.
Period. I ain't waiting for it to come on Twitter. I'ma just see when everybody. I ain't even about to be messy.
Let me tell you, I will watch. I don't give a fuck who.
All right, I'm gonna say if the clip exists, internet world, if anybody got it,
Well, you know, they
I would
already
fucking
saying they
watch,
done kissed
okay?
and all that stuff. And I believe every word of it. I don't think Trey Howard lying about that.
I mean, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't be Dior or Kesey? I wouldn't want that to be that's a rumor I wouldn't mind being the truth. Shit. Hell yeah, I am.
Listen, I would watch. I don't give a fuck. I would watch. That I like, period. Okay. So Sean and Tedley, they come together and they start talking about DeAndre and his antics at the party when he called out Tedley for basic when he called out Tedley for basically acting like he didn't know him when he saw him. Go ahead, T.
Hold on, let me get my drink.
Girl, fuck you and go to hell. Listen, Oliver, I like you, but your best friend is the Pitts. I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like him. And I'm about to let that be known right now. DeAndre, do not come in my DMs. Don't ask me why this. Don't ask me why that. I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like you. Because all of this shade, all of these reads, like it made no sense to me. And you came off very desperate, you came off very pressed, and you actually came off really upset that he turned you down. And you seem to think so like he was supposed to remember you. Like, child, please, you just another silk back in the encampment, girl. Ain't nothing different or special about your ass. See?
It's giving DeAndre doing too much. That's what it's giving for me. And I got a feeling that I'm going to have the same opinion for the whole season. And he probably, and hopefully he still interviews with Jamar and I, because I'm going to ask him the hard questions, because it look like you're going to be in a bunch of shit all season. Okay. Now, what y'all think about this Sean and Jet stuff?
Okay.
Because, you know, that came up at the party too.
I'm going to wait. Who was it? Who had the conversation?
It's still Sean and Tedley. Sean was telling Tedley about, you know.
I'm gonna put this disclaimer for every episode that we do. Y'all know I love y'all because I got a chance to meet some of y'all. I'm just talking about what happened in the episode. All right.
Because we don't want no shit.
I don't want no shit.
I don't know y'all. This is all roasted gags. I don't know y'all. Even you, DeAndre. I say that, but I don't know. So I don't feel no type of way. We just gag.
But I would definitely agree with the DeAndre doing too much. DeAndre is a character and said, once I came in the door, I'm coming in steam straight ahead. Like, damn, ain't waste no time.
None.
Feeling the new girl shenanigans. I'm so happy to be there.
I'm very much like the more and more that I got to, you know, see Tedley and get to know Tedley, I realized that me and Tedley are one and the same.
Y'all are. I can see it.
We are the same in a lot of different ways, because this whole thing is like, oh, I saw you in the club and you shaded me. Baby, I remember people that I had a whole ass conversation with yesterday. I understand. So in the club, especially in a dark place where I'm probably drunk, no.
And he don't know you. So what make you think he gonna remember you?
Other than the interaction in the club, we didn't exchange numbers or nothing. Like,
you not that cute. You are not a rememberable face. All right. And it's no shade. But you not a rememberable face. And the fact that you felt like he was just supposed to remember you, and how dare he didn't. Then you want to sit over here and throw all of this unnecessary and unneeded and unwarranted shade like I'm doing to you right now. Because see, I don't even need to be shading you like this. I don't know. But see, you see how you going to feel, because I know you're going to feel away. But see, this is the same way Tedley felt. Now you see how that feels. Don't do that. Give a person a chance before you start doing all that foolishness. So before you come my account, because I know you is, remember, this is what you did to Tedley. He ain't deserved it.
Well, is it just me, or when Robert Ray was fixing Oliver that food, Oliver acted like he wanted a piece of Robert Ray, all that flirting he was doing? Because see, I would probably did the same thing. Because see, I'm an Aquarius just like Oliver. See, we do shit like that. I would be like, yes, I wanna flat, and you know, I want a piece of celery. Yeah. Meatballs.
And look, I would be Trey Howard. Like, you haven't fixed your food? No, that was Robert.
Uh-huh.
It was Trey. Was it Trey?
I think that, yeah, it was Trey. Trey said that.
And Trey's a Scorpio, like myself. Like, you gonna have him fixing your plate, bitch.
I would have been like, and I would have said the same thing. Oliver said, Jamar, shut the fuck up.
But no, Oliver knew what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing. He know it. Okay. So George has moved to Atlanta, and he has his he's trying to get on TV. Now I'm gonna tell y'all like this. For most of y'all that know me from doing these reviews, y'all know that I have not seen it for Georgina for a long time. Y'all know that.
Okay.
You know that. However, I've grown to love George. And I think the interview that Jamar and I did with him solidified that for me, because he'd been waiting to get on screen with me because I was dragging him so hard, and he said, I could take it, but don't you think you're not gonna get no shade from me while I'm up here. So he gave me his shade, and I took it, because all the shit I gave him, calling him Creflo Dollar and all this other shit, he gave it right back, and I respect him for being able to take it. You feel what I mean? Because I got to take it. You know, the people talked about me for a long time. The people forced me to get my teeth fixed, child, so I had to take it. However, I think that George would be good for TV. He does. I think he can be good on TV. What y'all think about that whole scene?
I mean, George is great on the group chat.
He was.
Television talk show style show. So, I mean, he's a natural. George is just comical. George is just comical.
I can sit and look at him. I'm fine.
What you say?
It was fine.
Any place where I can sit and look at him, I'm fine.
Yeah, George is fine.
He's a very attractive man.
Even when I was shading him down on camera, off camera, I'd be like, but that motherfucker fine.
Y'all sure y'all want to do this with the three of us? Because I'm a whore by myself. But then you got Scotty up here. We know how he get down to my house.
Why is it that every time you get on camera, you want to throw me under the bus? I don't understand this.
I love you best.
And you giving Jamar more reason to put this narrative out about me.
Me?
Yes, you. Yes, you. Look. Your infamous line, legs always open, child. All that shit you say about me.
Listen, y'all. He talk about I'm spreading the narrative. If he don't edit this out, that means he's spreading the shit.
I'm not editing shit out. It's gonna stay right on up here.
I'm gay.
I want y'all to see that it's not just me. I'm just not out here just saying this shit for nothing. T knows it too.
But you got some whores. Okay.
And will I lie, y'all?
Scandalous to you?
Oh, you're so full of shit. Oh my god.
But you're right. I am. I'm a stone cold.
No. I wasn't talking about you. I'm talking about Jamar. He got y'all fooled.
I don't know what you're talking about.
See, he did it in front of you yet, T.
I just need my lawyer.
Liking booty pictures and shit on Instagram. I see you.
The same ones that you like before.
Oh, but we're not talking about me though. We're talking about you.
Bitch.
We're talking about you. We ain't talking about me. We're talking about you.
Bitch. A girl, please.
Why did y'all spill out all the tea?
T, you started it. You started it now. You know you did. Okay. You started it.
Come on back, Sheree.
But anyway, we get into DeAndre and Oliver first. Now they're looking at lounge spaces, and one thing I can say about Chasing Dallas, they do have a good balance. Like they showing us the chasing, they showing us the drama, they showing us all the mess, they showing all of that. So I liked it. Oliver sitting up here screaming about a damn grasshopper. Oliver real extra.
That outfit he had on was screaming with all that body exposed up in it there. God almighty, Oliver, me and El Teddy been getting you together about your fashions since you came. And y'all know I love Oliver Twist. He's my favorite. But dear Lord God Almighty, Oliver, child,
You know he
we
like a
know you
tight
got money,
outfit.
sis.
You know
You ain't
that.
got the, you ain't got the, we know you got the coin, sis. We know
It
you
wouldn't
got.
be. It would not be Oliver if it wasn't nothing tight. It would not.
When they tried to show him that first episode and they was making it seem like who is this mystery person coming, I'm like, everybody in Chasing Reality know that shade, baby. We all know that shade when we see it.
We know it.
We don't
We
need
know it.
We know who that is.
So then Trey Howard shows up and he asks about the night before, and they was talking about DeAndre fangirling over Kesey. Now I think DeAndre feels some type of way because Dior had said you got fans or something like that, and then Kesey brought it up. You were trying to shoot your shot, and then Dior was like, "You got some fans, right?" And then he was like, "I think Kesey said, yeah, I do." And then DeAndre felt some type of way saying that. I'm just surprised that I'm a fan of a person that I never heard rap. DeAndre, girl, you wanted
What
some.
does she do?
You wanted some.
What does she do?
He trying to open up a club.
No. What does she?
She said she's a flight attendant.
Yeah, she's a flight attendant.
Well, I need her in the Friendly Skies and not on my TV. That's why I need her because she is just.
I wonder what flight
what
airline he worked for.
I might like her better on Delta. Handed me some peanuts or something like that. Cause y'all know I fly business class. You understand? So he might work better up there. But as far as TV goes,
you fly Delta.
He's trying too hard. He's trying way too hard, and he looking for problems that's not there.
You fly Delta.
I fly Delta, Southwest.
See me and Jamar Southwest girls, honey.
Okay, baby, all day, every day.
Baby, I am not riding Spirit no more. Okay, I haven't ridden Spirit in a while, honey.
Girl, please.
That's the
this whole thing is like I'm confused. I feel like there should be some heat for Dior too, because he was the one that brought up the word fan.
Right. So why you mad at Kesey, Dior? Right?
So you mad at Kesey? Okay, look. So DeAndre wants Kesey, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like Dior wants Kesey too.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
I would too.
It's given that Kesey wants Dior back. So if Kesey tells Dior, "Hey, this dude's been kind of, coming at me," and of course Dior is gonna be like, "Oh, is that your nigga or something? Like, what's going on?" And,
right.
But then you have an issue with Kesey and not Dior that's clearly cock blocking.
But are you trying to screw him, or are you still trying to be his music manager? I mean, there is a conflict of interest. Like, don't pull no Stevie J stuff. All right, don't pull no DJ Self stuff. Don't pull no Francisco stuff. Dior, don't be like that now.
Please don't. Please don't. Oh no, Peter Guns managing Amina.
Don't be like that now.
Okay, so the question is Dior and Kesey together? And Trey Howard put out the fact that they are involved, so to speak. They're talking. They're in conversation. Trey was messy this whole episode. I just want everybody to know that. He was messy as hell the whole episode.
Trey has become one of my babies over the course of my the past year or so. From seeing him I didn't really watch season 2 while it was airing, but from the retreat up until now, and when I finally got to meet him, that has become one of my babies. And that is how he was giving me such Scorpio energy this episode.
Listen, I always liked Trey, though. Like, from the moment he came on the show, I've always liked him. I don't know why, but I always have. Then that's when DeAndre goes into reading Tedley. And I'm just like, it's like you want to be a mean girl so bad. Why?
Just reading for any inconvenience, anything that they gave him, he's ready to read them. Tedley didn't remember his baby name, and now she's ready to get read. Kesey just paid you a little bit of dust. We all get paid dust from time to time, but you ready to read her. And you fighting her in the next episode over what?
Over what?
I would have went up for you more had you paid the dust the same way he did. If you would have just let it flew off your shoulder, just let it be what it was. Like, like you felt embarrassed. Don't feel embarrassed, DeAndre. Dear God, I'm sure it happened to you before. Like I said, you was not the fattest thing in the club.
Wouldn't he try to make it? Wouldn't he try to make it small, like it wasn't really all that serious?
Yeah,
all it is.
Right. Like, come on now, fuck out of here.
All right.
Then he started shading.
Good luck to you though in your little lounge thing. I hope it works. I'm here for that.
Then he started dragging Sean and Jeff too.
Why he started dragging them for?
And I still don't remember how that came out.
Me either.
I don't. If he says
something happened behind the scenes that we don't know.
Well, you know, if you look at the Super trailer, Sean and DeAndre get into it quite a bit this season. And you know they filmed these confessionals a little bit later on down the line, so he was shading both of their fashions. Now, what I do realize is, looking at my notes, I see that we skipped the entire scene, and that's the scene with Tedley and his fine-ass man, Malcolm, okay?
Listen.
That is one fine-ass man.
Tedley, my kindred spirit, I hope that you can deliver me a man like that in my life, please.
That's a fine man.
It was at the home was it gave very much high tax bracket for this scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why y'all think he this fine.
No, I think he's fine because he fine, honey.
Listen, if they look good, it look good.
But they start talking about Tedley's divorce. And you know, I'm like, Tedley, how long you been going through this divorce? Because you already got a man. Already.
Some people, like, as soon as, you know, me and you are over with and I'm official, no, look.
It's giving Kim Zolciak.
Getting the ground running. Some people don't like that. That's how people get over it. Then they deal with it.
It's giving Kim Zolciak and Malcolm is Big Papa.
But see, that's the thing though. I don't want it to be, well, he makes me feel good because he said it in tonight's episode. You know what? This is what I need right now. He's making me feel good right now. I need this right now. So it's just like, I hope it's not one of them situations where, yeah, Malcolm is cool for him right now, but once he really gets the divorce and then it's over with, then what? You know what I mean? Like, I just hope it's not you helping me get over, but after that, because we know how this goes.
Well, that's, we don't really know if that's the kind of conversation that they have, because Tedley was making it seem like, I mean, this is cool. You know, he make me feel good. We have a good time. That's kind of like a, I'm just kicking it, feeling the vibe type of relationship. One that Tedley's not taking seriously. Now, we don't know the other side, but it's given like a right now type of situation. But either way it goes, bitch, work.
Okay.
I ain't mad at it. That house, bitch, I'm on your side. I mean, I'm messing with a man with school. I'm on your side, bitch. Period.
Cause look at that house, child.
Yeah, I'm on your side, bitch. I am.
Look at that house, honey. Look at that house. Then they start talking about this dude named Mike. It's his party, and then they go into Tedley and George's beef, which was very interesting. Cause I'm like, okay, y'all used to be friends, but now y'all not. So why the hell y'all got beef?
From what I gathered in the episode. And Tedley, of course, George, we're gonna have to have our interviews, gotta come with a prelude, gotta give it to see. They were friends for a long time, or for a while at least. And from the way that George made it seem like they were setting up Tedley's storyline to come on this season, and I guess they lost contact, miscommunication. There's miscommunication is the key word of tonight's episode. God damn.
That is the key word, honey, because everybody got miscommunication.
It was like, okay, you did some things that I was mad. Like he said, Tedley said George unfollowed him, said some or blocked him or whatever. Just doing stuff that, you feel like, do we have a problem? Or is there an issue? Like, what's going on? And most of that stuff is petty. Like, most of it is based on petty, but when people have egos and they ain't backing down, bitch, they're gonna say whatever they want to say in that moment. And that's what this was giving. It's like, girl, we friends, but I'm mad at you right now, so fuck you.
Right.
You're right.
But I'm just like, I need more. I feel like there's a lot more context from that we didn't get to see in the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Do y'all like each other? Is it a secret thing like that going on? We can't discredit that. I mean, is it something like that going
Because
on?
that argument that we ain't got to yet, it was too much passion into them reads, honey.
Baby,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
they broke the
Like,
fourth, fifth wall, sixth wall. They broke all the walls, bitch. They said they referenced the show itself. I was like, oh girl, they don't give a fuck. They said, fuck the lens of reality TV. They said, bitch, you was coming in to be on my storyline. You only here because I left.
Right. Okay.
Damn.
Okay. So the next scene we got is Trey, Jet Jeff, and Tedley. Okay, they met up first. Then they discussed the issue with Tedley and Dre. Tedley is unbothered.
yeah,
It's pretty clear that he's unbothered. He don't give a fuck about no issue with Dre. He don't give a fuck about Dre. And he's really confused about what the issue really is with Dre because he don't know Dre. So it's like, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Somebody you met in the club that you never think you'll see again. Like,
right. Like, that's what it's given to me. So it's like, okay. What else? So then they started talking about the issue with Jet Jeff and Sean and how Jet Jeff felt about Sean and that whole issue was so random to me.
It's so and correct me if, like, you know, this is how y'all followed it. This was a photo shoot for Jet.
Mm-hmm.
And he invited Trey Howard to, you know, help style, give opinion or whatever. And then Sean was called by Trey.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. And he's supposed to be a up-and-coming fashion blogger. So I guess he was like, okay, you can give your opinion or whatever. And Jet started talking about his fashions, which he did admit he had a wrinkled shirt on that first scene. He did admit that. Mm-hmm. And then Sean was talking about his tights and talking about he looked like this, that, and the fourth. And what did he say about that? He said, I forgot who he compared it to, but they was going back and forth about each other's clothes and the legitimacy of people's opinion about clothes. So it was just like, girl. And you see when Sean came up on the scene, mm-hmm. they didn't even have any back and forth. There wasn't even no cute banter. They went straight to the shit.
They went straight to it.
I was like, wait,
huh?
Neither one of them are fashionistas. And Sean was given sleep paralysis. I don't know what the hell he walked in on. Like, I was like, girl, like that's.
Not sleep.
Let me alone. And then I was on their side with that Air Force jumper set that he had on in the previous thing. I ain't really too much fool with that either. Listen, Sean, just because something has a name on it doesn't mean that it's fashionable. And it don't mean that it look good on people. People got a bad habit of that. It got a name, so I'm a bad. But then when they get it, they look like a ragamuffin. Like,
this bitch said
I'm through.
Oh my
Y'all
God.
go ahead. I'm through. Y'all go ahead.
He said a ragamuffin.
I will say. I will say there is a jacket, and when we interview Sean, he gonna know which one I'm talking about. There is a jacket that Sean does own that I told you. I'm sending you my address. It belongs to me now.
Listen, I gotta see that jacket.
I like Sean's stuff.
Okay, so then DeAndre arrives. As soon as DeAndre arrives,
yes,
Tedley confronts DeAndre. Once again, unbothered. I don't know. This episode solidifies why I like Tedley. Because he really be unbothered. And when he confronts situations, he never confronts them with a bunch of anger, or he never confronts them with like a bunch of rah. He confronts it cool, calm, and collected. You feel what I mean? Like, that's how he approaches everything. And I think I can appreciate that.
That's because Tedley is me, baby.
Right.
Okay.
Listen, Teddy too pretty to be out here fighting and all that stuff. She worked hard to get them eyebrows tattooed on, girl, and get them fibers where they
Shut
need to
the
be
hell up,
fibers,
T.
girl.
Shut the hell up.
Now, see, you just
She ain't got no time. She ain't got no time to be out here fighting. Girl, I'm on your side, Teddy. I am. Teddy pulled the Shekinah real quick. I don't fight. I call the cop.
that's what he give it, okay, and I don't blame him, okay.
We both love a good beat, and we both call the police.
But then
Things to lose, bitch. What you about to say? I'd be out here fighting.
But then they talk about the party, and DeAndre has disinvited Kesey. And
you wanted to do that bad? I don't blame you, but I wouldn't have did all that. Like, I mean, I wanted as bad as you do, bitch, but I wouldn't disinvite you.
I mean, if you wanted, the closer that they are, the easier it would be to obtain. But
I guess he knew that Kesey wasn't interested. I guess.
I mean, apparently he got Dior. I mean, why the hell would he? I'm not going.
Please set out that OnlyFans link, because I swear I look at it.
Just send me a screenshot.
Please.
Just send me a screenshot. It don't even have to be in 4K.
Like, please, okay, please. Astro is in the studio, and Kiki arrives while they're at the studio, and they talk about the pool party that's coming up, and they discuss DeAndre disinviting Kesey, and Astro was like, so basically you disinvited him because he rejected you pretty much. And I'm just like, Astro saying all the shit that everybody thinking.
Right.
That's so unattractive. Like, if I didn't, like you before, I sure as hell don't like you now.
Astro is a vibe. I live for Astro. Astro give me Gutter K from Bad Boys. Like, I live for her. That's how I live for Astro. I want Astro to make it so bad. I'm here for all things Astro.
I love Astro. He's my favorite. I love Astro.
When Astro came up on the scene and said, my name is Astro, aka Hood Nigga Princess, and I'm here to blaze it with my music. I said, yep.
Remember we was at Ontario House watching that episode, and when he said that, I'm like,
that's the one. That's the girl that's gonna go.
No, okay. It was him being confused for me. I love the accent. I love the accent. I do.
No, it was my favorite thing that he said was during that Meet the Cast tape that he had, and I think they asked him what was his favorite food or something like that. He said, "Dick."
Me too, Astro.
That's what he said, bitch. Okay. Oh. But what was so funny is that Kiki and Astro went up in there and recorded that song. I was so tickled when they was up in there recording that song.
Me too.
It was too funny.
Astro was
I said, now you ghostwriting. You better come through, Astro.
I said, we're gonna need to redo them ad libs, girl.
Yeah, them ad libs was not ad libbing, honey. They were not
ad libbing.
They were not. I promise
you. It was playing with you, but they made you seem like you was flat and off key, baby. And we've seen you dance, so I know you got rhythm. So it's like.
So then we meet Lundy. Now that's hey, daddy, hey, daddy.
Lundy is fine.
You just want that bottom up in the air.
Lundy is a very attractive man. Yes,
he ain't got to do a lot of flexing. That's all I was saying the whole scene. I'm like, ooh, Lundy's so fine. Ooh.
And then what turned me on even more when he said, well, ain't nobody gonna get you, man. I'm like the big brother. I got it. I said, come through. Like, that's my hero right there.
I swear to God, T, I was like, save me.
Because I'm not even that girl either. Like I said, me and Telly are like very much, we call the police. And so it's like, you talking to ain't nobody finna fuck you up while I'm around. The big brother, I said, ooh.
Yes, save me, child. Save me. They catch up, and then, Telly invites Lundy to the party, and then, he tells him about DeAndre's problem with him and stuff like that, which is really not a problem. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it really ain't a problem. It's somebody that wants some attention. That's how it looks to me. to me before you get in your feelings, okay? Because listen, I done told y'all already with these reviews, don't get in your goddamn feelings. Mm-hmm. I'm going by what I see on the goddamn show. Do not get in them feelings, honey. Okay, please don't.
Talk about it later. When you come on the show, we can talk about it.
Just tell me what the hell you got to say when you come on the show. Don't get in them feelings now. So we get to the party. George is there hosting, looking nice. Okay. And Tedley walks in and he decides to confront George. Now, here's my thing about this. He wanted to confront you, George. Why you had to bring your whole entourage outside?
Right. Who was
and you see how Tedley didn't want to do it at the red carpet, just run up like, he's like,
right.
Can I speak with you outside? And you said, sure. So that's why I'm like, yes, maturity. Not that ghetto bad girls club shit all the time. Like,
not ghetto bad girls club stuff.
Because you know them girls just be run up, get done up wherever they at. It's just like, no, we gotta be better than that.
Basically, this whole scene is Tedley and George going at it with each other. One thing about it, there were some people in the chat that said Tedley was eating George up, but then there were some people saying that George was eating Tedley up. Then there were some people that were saying that George made his match with Tedley. And I'm just like, I don't know who won that argument.
I don't know who won it either because
it was a good key. It was a good battle.
It was. Because both of them, in a way, gave, I'm going to give you just enough, but I ain't really going to take it there with you. That's really what it gave. Like, even though I felt like George was coming hard, George ain't come as hard as I know George probably would have went if it was somebody he really ain't like.
Mm-hmm.
See, and just off that alone, I wish they would have been able to just have a conversation. What exactly happened? What was the breakdown? And is it to a point where it could be fixed or not? Because if y'all been for that long, then why can't it be fixed?
Because George had mentioned something like he knew a lot about like Teddy's character, and there were things that he doesn't, want to get into. So I'm just like, that's somebody that you've known for a while,
right?
Yeah.
That's one of them friends where they know everything about you.
Oh, bitch, we ain't got no choice to be friends because bitch, if we have enemies.
Woo! I would love to know. I mean, who sucked who off first? You know what I'm saying? Who jacked who off while they was drafted? Something happened. I don't know what happened, but either that or y'all was going after the same man.
You always gotta take it there, child.
I'm telling y'all, them emotions was just way too much. I just felt like
because George was going in, like he was going the fuck in. Okay.
Yeah, point to prove that night, baby.
He was going in. I ain't gonna lie. When Taylor called him Georgina, that was too funny to me.
Go ahead, go to Atlanta.
He took it back to when Kane called him Georgina.
Yeah, go to Atlanta.
My thing is, where was Malcolm at? Tedley, get your man together.
He didn't even bring Malcolm out there with him, but George brought a whole entourage out there with him.
Listen, and that's what Malcolm should have came. Hell no, we ain't finna
see when they honestly, Telly, if I was you and I pulled George to the side and said, let's go outside and talk, and he brought his friends with him over to say, oh, Malcolm.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, nah, we ain't finna do that.
Y'all not finna have me out here by my damn self. No, ma'am. Because George was going, but even after Tedley walked out, George was still going in on him, like just. I'm like, why?
And he came back out. He's like, this bitch still
here? She ain't about to knock my mic off. Anyway, so with that being said, because this review almost 40 minutes, child, this must have been a good ass episode.
There was a lot to unpack.
It was. What do y'all give this episode? What y'all rate this episode? From 1 to 10, what y'all rate this episode?
Oh, baby, she was a 9.
I give it a 9 too.
It was a good 9 because baby, you had the setup storylines between Jeff and Keyshawn, DeAndre and everyone. Trey being the bone collector and being extremely messy. Both episodes, like when when Robert was trying to give that subtle shade about it's there's some people here that was invited, and she's like, Dior. I'm just like, you are so messy, and I love it.
Too messy.
All the pieces are there. All the pieces of a great
But
show.
I will say this. When DeAndre was throwing all that shade, Robert was in the chat saying, see, this is why none of them don't like you, fam.
See? Just the way he texts in the damn chat now.
But then another thing too, because I don't know if y'all saw this, but when Trey was on screen saying that Dior and Kesey kissed, Dior was in the chat saying they never kissed.
And I'm just like,
and he said he was livid in the chat. So he mad with Trey.
Dior, please. Trey ain't lying on you. I listen, Dior, I like Dior. I do. But Trey ain't lied on you, friend. I don't see Trey getting up here telling no bald face lie like that. Not on you, Dior. I don't.
I don't believe it
anybody
either.
else, maybe. But you, nah. Nah, Trey ain't told no lie.
Trey knows too much. Trey would know.
He know way too much, honey. Way
and
too
like,
much.
We see Kesey. Yes,
right. So yes, we wouldn't be mad with you. Yes, we wouldn't be mad with you if you want to go in.
Yes, you did, because I want to too.
Exactly.
You. So, baby, if that's the rumor, bitch, yes, it happened.
Like, why would you have unless he dating somebody? It could be that too. He don't want to mess up his
look now. If it was going on at the same time, then that's your business. But if that's something that came on way after, girl, it's a reality show. This ain't real. Not real happening in real life.
Right. Well, with that being said, you guys, this was the review of Chase. What else?
One thing, Dior, I really gotta ask you, friend, and I really hope when y'all get him up here, please ask him, when is he getting his shot? When is you getting your chair, friend? Me and El Teddy has been asking this. We've been waiting for you to get your hair shop, your hair chair, whatever it is that you got, friend. And I live for you, child. But you up here, you supposed to be a hairstylist. I agree with El Teddy what he said. Like, you supposed to be a hairstylist. You ain't got to shop in first, but then you sitting around here want to do music and all the rest of this stuff. Friend, where is your curling iron? Where is your shampoo? Where is your flat irons? Like, what is tea with a bowl for me to put my head in, girl? I want to get my hair washed, sis. Like, can I come to you still? Let me know so I can put the word out to the people that you.
I cannot with you.
So
I cannot with
leave you alone.
Bitch, I cannot with you. Anyway, so this is the closing of our Chasing Dallas review. How are we doing this?
Whatever flows naturally, we'll figure it out.
Like we do. Okay, we doing this one here. Are we going back and forth with them between your page and mine? Like, how we doing this?
I don't know. I don't care. I mean, I really don't. I don't care.
We just here to talk shit. We don't care where it happened.
Yeah.
Okay, well, before we get out here, let me do a little bit of promotion here real fast. Okay, now as you guys know, Roast Review is coming back Tuesday night, of course, and we'll be talking about the SWV and Escape show, The Queens of R&B. It will be airing on Sunday night, and me, T, Josiah, we will be doing, of course, our Roast Review panel on this show, so make sure you guys are tuning into that. And child, if anybody asks, this show right here, Boys Night Out, is not coming back until August, child, so y'all better wait, honey. It ain't even hot that good yet. Y'all don't. We'll be back in August. But y'all, I had so much fun doing this. I know we're gonna have fun doing these reviews for the rest of the season. It's gonna be hilarious, okay? But with that being said, y'all, we are out here. Hopefully next time Jamar don't look like nobody great auntie selling Avon and incense next week. But
one bitch.
We out of here, y'all. Bye.